It's Saturday at Augusta National at 12 noon Eastern Time, and Hubert Green comes to the first tee holding a 3-shot lead through the first 36 holes of the Masters. The weather is absolutely perfect. The course dried out overnight. It is playing hard and fast, but the pin conditions and settings today should make for some good scoring, which is all important as we go through. We are set to play the last group of the day, Hubert Green and Slammin' Sammy Seed, in their entirety, and anybody else within one shot of the lead as we go through between now and the end of play tomorrow. But for Hubert Green, this is his tournament. He has a 3-shot lead over a gaggle of people who are coming to get him as we play the all-time great Masters. As Retro Sports Network presents the all-time great Masters, presented by DigitalDice.com, the best podcast on the web for your sports simulations and replay needs. And so good afternoon, everybody. My name is Ron Jucka, and I think we are going to have a whale of a day. There is good scoring out there, and names such as Tiger Woods and Arnold Palmer are lurking in the shadows of Hubert Green and company, along with Sam Snead. But Hubert's in an interesting position here. No one's still within 3 shots of him. We'll show you the leaderboard after the first hole. So all Hubert Green has to do is do what he's done the last 2 days, go out and play consistent golf. He's not that long off the tee. His driver's only going to get him about 290. But he's accurate. He's very accurate. He won the 1977 United States Open at Southern Hills, and he also won a PGA Championship in Cherry Hills in 1985. He's been here before. He knows what to do. And if you're wondering about his experiences here at Augusta, well, between 1974 and 1980, he finished in the top 10 4 times. He knows his course well and nearly had a chance to force a playoff with Gary Player in 1978. So Green knows what he's doing. He can play with it himself. He controls his own destiny. And so do we as we play the Masters. Lorenzo, how are you? Robbie got an ad for Butterfinger. Hubert Green on the tee. Let's show you how he got here. He has hit the fairways well. He's 4th in fairways, 18th in greens, and is putting so well. And that's how he is leading. He's 2nd in the field. Had 1 bogey Saturday or Thursday and 1 on Friday. And he's doing well on the par 4s. On the front side, he's 4 under on the par 4s. In fact, he has birdied all 4 par 4s all 2 days. And that's how you get to be 66. That 66 was big because the average score was a half shot above par. And yesterday, a 68. Going to get about 280 here on the tee shot. 1 is a tough hole. It's still playing above par, about 4.06. Doing fine today, thanks, Robbie. So Hubert Green, 36 holes from a green jacket. But we won't really know until Sunday, will we? Oh, he's loving that. 291 right down Broadway off the first tee. And now Slammin' Sammy Snead, who played well forever. He will go the 3-wood. He could reach that bunker. Sammy's hitting a lot of fairways and greens and putting well, and that's the thing that is going to give Sammy the most trouble coming in. Shot a 67 yesterday, and that's with bogeys on 12 and 18 and 5. He is long, but he's not all that accurate. And on the green, this could be an adventure. But he's won here. He won here a couple times in the 40s. Leaves it short, but he'll take it. And so that's how we get underway. Now from the first fairway, 193 for Snead. Going to play a knockdown 7. He's got to be careful here because he really is between clubs. And Sneed, only 3 shots behind, he's the one that probably is going to be in the best position to put some pressure on the green. At least today. Good shot. A little bit to the left for about 18 feet for birdie. And now Hubert Green. That is a perfect 7-iron shot to head. He just really has done everything he's needed to do the first 2 days. And it doesn't get much better than that, boys and girls. He's lifted himself about 9 feet for birdie on the first hole. Pressure? What pressure? It's the Masters, for goodness sakes. All right, first green, Sam Snead. 17 feet. This is to get him to within 2 shots at the moment. About a 1 in 6 chance. Not a bad effort for Sam. How you doing, ID Jester? Glad as all is well with you. So an opening par for Sam Snead. What we specifically told Twitch, Al, and the ones that got the Butterfinger ad, it was only supposed to be for ExxonMobil, Mercedes, Coca-Cola, and Wausau Insurance because it's the Masters. No. ID, you asked a question on Discord about how many in the FOC. I'm going to say about 2 dozen. Gulag update. After a late season surge, I'll be a Premier League team at home and away series and have been beat a Premier League team series. Premier League team in a home and away and have been promoted to the Premier League again. All right, Green. This is to take a 4-shot lead. And he's got better than a 50-50 chance. He's coming up the hill here on 1. Well, that's not how you want to start. It'll go on the card as a 4 from 9 feet. But he wanted that. Butterfinger for Sports Time Machine, too. All right. And so let's take a look at the leaderboard of the all-time great Masters. And so those at 7 under, there's a lot of them. Ben Crenshaw, Hal Sutton, Henry Cotton, Retief Goosen. Look at Arnold Palmer. After his rough round on Thursday, he really turned it around with that birdie from the rough on 12. And Carey Middlecoff. Those at 4 back on the course. Peter Thompson, Curtis Strange. Good rounds for Payne Stewart and Mike Weir. They both shot 67s today. They played themselves into contention. Tiger Woods a 68 today. Charles Cootie a 68. Tom Kite a 69 at 5 under. David Duval, Raymond Floyd, Freddie Couples is even through 7. Nick Faldo with a good round today. Byron Nelson finally had a decent one. He shot a 4 under 68. Gary Player struggling early. One of the rare over par scorers you see. Ben Hogan 1 under through 13. He's at 3 under. Zach Johnson played as a singleton today. He was the first one out and shot a 2 under 70. So 53 golfers made the cut. Jack Nicklaus, look at that, 1 over 73. Phil Mickelson had a rough round today, too. So that's the field, and we have it set to play anybody who gets within 1 of Hubert Green. Course is hard and fast, and there's no wind. And with that, we go to the second hole. The par 5. Again, for Green, he can just go right at it. He cannot reach that bunker. The game itself is, I think, 40 or 50. You get 1 best of card set and 1 course. There is the $200 special, which gives you all the best of card sets and I think a couple of courses. You really, really got to be a golf fan to like this. It's the old app of golf that's been changed. And there is a free demo. You got 9 holes of Sawgrass and 24 players. Yes. Richard Hanna. designed the computer game. And George Gurney is the one that actually designed the game. And his wife Mary Ann is the one that sets me up with everything. So she's awesome. So Hubert Green on the second tee. And the second playing a half shot under par today. And Hubert will take that on the left side. Noon tomorrow, the final round on Easter Sunday. Now, Sammy's going to go for this. He could conceivably get home in 2 with a good drive. And that is a good drive, and he should be able to get home. He's got 260 to the pin. And that's where Snead needs to make some hay. Now, Green will not go for the green, but he hit it so far left. He's going to have to hit a wicked draw. And a good shot. Got some roll. Of course, is baked in there after yesterday's rain. It dried out overnight. Green didn't like it coming off the club, but he only has 65 yards and should be able to spin a wedge in there to give him a birdie chance. Now, Snead will just aim for the center here and hit a hard 3 iron. And he put it in the bunker, but that's not a difficult bunker shot. Not a lot of green to work with, but he should be able to get up and down for birdie. Now Green, you see where the slope is. He's going to hit it above the ridge and have it trickle down to the hole. Yep, that's about how a lot of people play. And no one's going to catch Hubert Green if he does that. So he's played 8 par 5s. This is his 9th, and he's about to go 9 under on him. Now Snead. Again, as long as he can get out of the bunker, he should get a reasonably good chance for birdie. He got it out, and he chunked it. He just hit that too heavy. And so he's left himself 12 feet. Lorenzo says he need a picnic basket for that. I doubt it. 1 in 3 chance for Snead. And he just overcooked it. Hubert Green, 4 feet. Yep, this is based off of Appa Golf. So Hubert Green goes to 11 under par. And in the upper right, you can see the leaderboard as we stand right now. It's a 4-shot lead. Snead for par. And he's good. So we go to the 3rd hole. And Green will play the 3-wood. No, I'm sure Appa and Stratomatic are things you'd never hear on Fortnite streams. And you can see the false front. That pin is in the back right today. And hard. But Green has been able to spin his wedges in. And 3 is playing easy. 371 on the par 4. So a 1/3 of a shot under par. And he keeps it out of the power, the second cut, 98 yards. He'll take that. Slamming is going to go. Doesn't really have much to risk right now. He's got to make a move. And he leaves himself about 57 yards. So he'll be able to get that wedge in there and hopefully keep it close. And certainly above where the false front is. Green is going right for the pin. There's a little bit of a slope about halfway through there that will feed it right down towards the hole. Don't leave it short. You see those big old thick arrows. Helps if I hit the right button. And you can see he got some help from there. He's got about 9 feet for birdie. It's a very good design. All of Richard Hanna's games are good design. ID, he also is the one that designed PC Replay Baseball. It's Pete Ventura's game, but Richard Hanna's the one that designed it. And we've also shown off 2nd to 10 football. That's a Richard Hanna design as well. Snead wants to leave it a couple yards short and let it trickle down. And that's exactly what he did. Like he was drawing it up on a chalkboard. So Snead will get to 8 under. Yeah, it's not too busy. It's very elegant. First green. This is to get to 12 under and 2 under through 3 holes today. And he's got a better than 50-50 chance to do it. Maybe we're talking a different tune tomorrow. But right now, this is Hubert Green's world, and we're allowed to live here. Now Snead to tap in for birdie. He does. He's within 4, but Hubert Green through 3 holes is 2 under par and is at 12 under here at the All-Time Great Masters. Maybe this is, oh, there is wind here today, and you are losing 15 yards off the tee. And that bunker, the pin, is on the right side, protected by the bunker. So center of the green, and he's going to play a 3-wood. And so as he and his caddy discuss things, we can tell you that Kerry Bibikoff has birdied 8. And is 4 back. Arnold Palmer and Retief Goosen at 7 under. As we showed you earlier, nice rounds by Mike Weir and Payne Stewart. Mike Weir probably one of the least known Masters champions. Bob Ferguson, one of my favorite all-time great players from Scotland. Raymond Floyd and Curtis Strange are lurking too. But they need green to make a mistake. Is that the opening? He couldn't put it on the green. And he's got about 60 feet. Louis didn't make the cut. Knocked down 3-iron for Snead. Yes. Time travel tennis is Richard's game. PC Replay basketball is Richard's game. He probably is the most underrated designer. Well, no, Mike. I mean, he's got a full round after this. 4 shots on Saturday isn't the end of the world. And Snead did the right thing. He got it on, but still has about 50 feet for birdie. Not a difficult shot for Green. Going to go a yard past the hole is where he's aiming. Going to leave it, if he hits it right, just short of the top of that hill and have it roll down through. And that's not a good shot at all. And there's some murmuring in the pines. He's got about 30 feet for par. And he's now looking at a 4. In fact, he's still up and has to now go with a big crown to get it up and over. He will hold the green and have 8 feet for bogey. Sammy's just going to lag it up and in. Still hit it too hard, but 3 feet for par. Now Green. This is to go back to 11 under. and a 3-shot lead over Snead. On the flat part, this is not a difficult putt. And he tickled the hole, but didn't go in. So, the lead is now 2, as Green gives up both of the birdies he had in the first 3 holes. Now Snead to clean up, and he does. It's amazing how things can change in a minute. Augusteth indeed giveth and taketh away. And we'll pick up Kerry Middlecoff on the 11th hole, because he is within 1 shot of Hubert Green. Palmer birdied 9, and Snead parred 4. So, Moving Day is living up to its reputation. Snead wants to leave it short of the bunker, and the pin is on the back right. And I think he'll take that in an absolute heartbeat. 193 to the pin. Playing uphill about 10 yards. For Green, that's his first double of the week. He only bogeyed 1 hole each day. He bogeyed 10 on Thursday and 11 on Friday. That's a pretty confident stroke. 170 for Green. Now here's Snead, 192. It's relatively flat. Gonna play an 8-iron. Gonna go it a little under. You don't want to hit it over these greens. Today the hole is playing at 3.82, so about 0.2 of a shot under par. And that's why you play it under, because Sammy got it to within 20 feet. So a good shot. And now Green, 170. He will play an 8-iron. And you can see just how firm those greens are. That was an absolutely beautiful shot, and he still rolled it 15 feet past. Or 13 feet. So from 19, this is to get Snead to within 1. And a 1 in 6 chance. And he does. So Sam Snead is playing some good golf. He's 1 back. Now Green. This is to get 1 of those back from his double bogey on 4. A 1 in 4 chance. 3 feet past. So we go to 11, where Kerry Middlecoff and Julius Boros, we pick up that group. Middlecoff within 1 of the lead. Our first look at 11, playing at 4.20 today. He's going to get 5 yards down the hill. And that pin is as dangerous as you can get. You got water on the left and sand on the right. And Kerry's just going to play it right down Broadway. .329 off the tee. The computer will play Mr. Boros. Let's show you how Mr. Middlecoff got there. Opening a 69 on Thursday, a 70 yesterday. 4 birdies today. Birdies on 2, 3, 8, and 10. A rare birdie on 10. And that has Kerry Middlecoff within 1 shot of the lead. Light swirling wind. He's going to aim it to the right of the green. You got to take that water out of play. And try and knock down 8. You don't know the wind as you stand on top of the hill. And it's 8 yards in your face and carries on the green and is in good shape. Boros. Let's see what he does. 7-iron in his hand. And that will not. You see the roll. My goodness, he's almost all the way out there by the 12th tee. This would be a wedge. So Boros has about 30 feet for par. Middlecoff from 67 feet. It's a 2-putt lag all the way. Within 3 feet, go like that. Now Boros for par. Nope, he'll drop 1 to 4. See Middlecoff here. 3 feet to stay, for the moment, within 1. And he does. And we now go to 6. Where Snead has the honors. 175. Pin is on the front left. You're going to get 5 yards. And Sammy's betwixt and between clubs. That 8-iron should go about 185, and the 9 should go 165. So he's going to go with a hard 9, and hopes to hit it over the bunker. 6 is playing under par at 296. And he finds the sand. Not what he wanted. Green. We'll just play a knockdown 7. Should fly about 175. Yep. 7 yards, 20 feet. Sammy from the sand. Arnold Palmer, 2 back. Strange, Goosen, Cotton, and Crenshaw are 3 back. Pin is tucked at the bottom of that little hill. And Snead did not hit a good shot. He's going to have 20 feet for par at least. Green will not challenge this pin. Just going to go lag it up. Hope to get it to about within 2 or 3 feet. Hit it a bit hard, but he should have a much easier putt coming up the hill. Snead, 5 and 36 chance. Doubles is what he needs. Gave it a good run, but he's gonna slide back to 8 under. And now Hubie should have a decent chance of this. Yep. So he stays at 10 under through 6. So our first look at the 12th, playing a difficult 3.27 today. Middlecoff will play a punch 9, or knockdown 9, as the pin today is sandwiched between those bunkers. Right on line. Right on line for Middlecoff. He'll take that. He'll have about 8 yards, about 25 feet for a birdie, and maybe a share of the lead. Boros is playing an 8-iron. And he won't make par from there. He is in that back bunker, and that is a bear of a shot. It's a good bunker shot. He might make a par from there, about 7-8 feet. Middlecoff. So one of the flatter greens here at Augusta, and he's going to give it a whirl. Captain Carl, how you doing? This would give Middlecoff a share of the lead. Good effort. Hit it just about right. So he remains one back of Hubert Green. Now Boros, this would be an all-world 3 from 8 feet. Nope. Nope. So to 7 we go, and Hubert Green has to decide what he wants to do. It's a sucker pin. It has been the first 3 days, protected by those trio of bunkers in the front. It's a narrow fairway, especially for Augusta circumstances. And, ooh. He shook his head after hitting that one. He's in the rough. He's got about 168. And now Snead will play the 3-wood. And Arnold Palmer has birdied 11 and is now within 1 shot of the lead. So Arnie's Army is about to get really loud, because you'll see him on 12 the next time through. Crenshaw 8 under through 8, and Snead 8 under here on the 7th tee. And the stinger worked, 167. So Green is 168, no wind. He's technically in the rough. The key is trying to fly this up. So he's going to try to finesse a 6-iron to get over the bunkers. Because when we played this the first 2 days, we always ended up in the sand. And Green ends up in the sand, but he ends up in the back bunker. And at about 5 yards too hard, and it just wouldn't stay. Now Snead 167, and he's going to have to play for the front bunker, because the 8-iron is just going to be too hard. He would fly it in that back bunker. Thank you. And he'll take the front bunker. That is much more preferable. We'll show you why. Look at what Mr. Green has. He has to hit a ball sloping the wrong way on the green, navigate around the mound, and hope to curl it in. This is more like a bowling shot than a golf shot. And if he's not careful, Middlecoff and Palmer will be tied with him for the lead going to the 8th hole. That, dare I say it, was a masterful shot. Hubert Green hit that one perfectly. And it has a tap in. Now, Snead, this is not a difficult bunker shot. You're just not going to get a birdie chance here. And Sammy misplayed that. He's got 15 feet. Coming down a sharp hill, he's got about a 1 in 4 chance. Gave it a good run. Gave it a good run. That was a difficult putt all the way. And so Snead goes back to 7 under. And now Green, 2 feet to clean up. I can't tell you just how good of a shot that was. So both men are even through 7 holes. Green has not done anything bad since his double at 4, and the 2 birdies that Snead got early have been erased the last 2 holes. So we go to 13, and Kerry Middlecoff is, look where that pin is today. In the back left. That is reachable if you hit it right. But it comes down to the tee shot. And Middlecoff nailed his. So he's going to have 224 to get home. 13, we told you it's moving day here. And 13 is playing a half shot under par at 451. Boros, I just don't like using the driver on 13. Boros did it. All right, so Middlecoff here. It's flat. In between irons here for carry. So he's going to have to go with a softer 6. As long as he can clear the creek, he should be fine. He cleared the creek. And from about 40 feet, he's got that for the lead. If he makes it, his first putt, he will be in the lead at 11 under. But remember, our leader, Mr. Green, is standing on the 8th tee. Boros really with nothing to lose. Watch, see the spin on that ball? Wow. So Boros first for Eagle. He'll 2-putt. And now Middlecoff will have to make a decision here. I think lagging is the best way to go. 2 putts for a share of the lead from 37 feet. Tomorrow you might go for it. Today, it's all about position. Left himself 3 feet short. And Kerry Middlecoff goes to the 14th tee with a share of the lead at 10 under par. Arnold Palmer on the 12th tee, 1 back now of the co-leaders, Middlecoff and Green. Knocked down 9. He's playing with Jimmy Demerit. Oh my goodness! That hit above the bunker and just kind of had enough speed on it to coast on the green. And if you were with us Thursday, you saw where Arnold Palmer made it from what actually was a rough up and down for birdie. So Palmer is about to join this battle at 10 under. Now Jimmy Demerit at 4 under. Overcooked it. Demerit's pitch. So he'll leave himself about 12 feet for par. Or 11 feet. So Palmer is 7 feet from the lead. And Demerit will drop to 3. This is for a share. 7 feet. As we said, it's probably the flattest green on the course. And Arnold Palmer has tied for the lead here at Augusta. He is 5 under today. He birdied 1 and 2, dropped 1 at 7, and has birdied 4 the last 5 holes. 8, 9, 11, and 11. Oh my goodness, and 12. He's got the 2 par 5s to go. So, while all that's going on, Hubert Green has got to think about how to play this shot. And it is these 3. Everyone else is 3 shots out. So Middlecoff, Palmer, and Green are all tied for the lead. Green is even for the day. Johnny Miller making a move. He's 7 under. Goosen, Crenshaw, and Snead is all in that tie for 4th. .542, 570 on the card. And that pin is quite accessible today in the front. And he does not put it in the bunker, and Green should be in good shape. This is obviously the biggest test for Hubie. Snead. Going to be swinging for the downs here. And he finds the sand. He lost it right. So Sam snorts. I'm going to take a 2-iron. 240 is where he wants to hit it for. You're going up 10. And that's on the shorter stuff. He'll be fine. So green is 251. He's going to take a 3-wood. And he's going for it. He can put some separation on. You're welcome, John. Put some separation on the rest of the field right here because Arnold Palmer and Kerry Middelkoff have caught him. And that's exactly what he wanted. That is a very good shot. He's not on the putting surface, but he's got 30 feet. Snead. I'm going to play it up the hill. It's going to aim it about a yard up past the hole. That's not tapping. About 7-8 feet. Green has to chip. It's delicate, and it's a sidewinder. But if he holds it, he'll lead by 2. He didn't hold it, but he's right there. And so Hubert Green has an inch for a birdie. Now here's Snead to get within presumably 3. And this is why Sammy Snead never won a U.S. Open. Right there. The 8th hole is playing almost a full shot under par. It's playing at 439. Not the world's best putt, but Hubert Green is again the solo leader of the Masters. He's at 11 under, but Middelkoff will play 14, and Palmer is going to play the par 5 13th. So one back. And Carey's just going to let this one rip. That pin is back left. 14 is playing harder today. It's at 410, so it's actually playing over par. Middelkoff, 143 to the pin. He'll take it. Here's Boros. In the rough. Carey, 143. I'm going to play a knockdown, I think. Yeah. And play it more to the center of the green. Not sure it's a real birdie chance, but from 20 feet, he's given himself something to work with. Here's Boros. 9-iron from the rough, and he overcooked it. We're speeding through the ones that aren't really in contention here. This takes long enough. So 19 feet, Middelkoff, about, this will come down the hill. It's tricky. It's about a 1 in 6 chance. And he nails it. What a putt for Kerry Middelkoff. He read that dead solid perfect, and right now he is tied with, again, Hubert Green at 11 under par. And so the roars at Augusta are starting to pick up as Arnold Palmer approaches the 13th tee. A 3-wood for Arnie. And he turned the corner on the dog leg. And he's in great shape. Merritt uses the driver and has himself 200. So Palmer has 214. That's a 6-iron, and he's just going to go right at it. So grandson Sam hands him the club. Arnold with a hitch of the pants and a swig off the cigarette. And would you believe 15 feet for eagle? Merritt flirts with the creek on the right. And Jimmy will just 2-putt and get it over with. Ooh, nearly nailed it. All right, Palmer. This is for solo possession of the lead. The name of the game is ASG Golf. You can find it at ASG Sports, I believe. Someone will correct me on that. This is not a cheap game, but if you're familiar with the old Appa Golf, that's what this is. A much better version of Appa Golf. Arnold Palmer. This is a tricky putt. It's about a 1 in 4 chance, but this would put Arnie in the lead. And Arnold Palmer leads the Masters. He knew that putt like he knows his own driveway. And so there you see it on the board. And it's not that Hubert Green has played a bad round of golf at all, but Arnold Palmer is 7 under par through 13 holes. Kerry Middlecroft is 6 under through 14. Green, unaware of what's going on in front of him. He does not know he has lost the lead. Driver is just not going to go that far today. 314 for Green. Slamming Sammy Snead. The putter has not been his friend. The hole, by the way, is playing at 4.14. And that's to the right. It's got 136. 152 for Green. Pin is tucked on the front left. And Hubert is between clubs. Yeah, Amen Corner was a big, big one for Arnie. So Green is going to play a knockdown 8. The good thing about this 9th green is that it does slope from back to front. But he's got to get to stop on the green. Like that. You could hear the roar back in the 9th fairway when Palmer made his eagle on 13. And although we couldn't show it to you, Hubert, fully aware of the situation, turned to his caddy and said, "That's Arnie, isn't it?" And yes, Mr. Green, that was Arnold Palmer. And Sammy, standing back there trying to hit his shot, he'll go with the sandwich, just laughs. It's all you can do. Yep, that was Arnie's buddy for sure. See, that's what Green would have loved from that angle. So Snead will be going down the hill. 22 feet. He's not going to, can't really press. You press here, you get burnt. And he leaves himself 3 feet. The hook on that was incredible. So Green to clean up. And he goes back to 2 under on the day. And Hubert Green and Arnold Palmer, as we start the back 9 on Saturday, are tied for the lead at Augusta. And we'll continue our 72-hole coverage of the all-time great Masters after this message and a word from your spouse who wonders what the heck you're watching. This is Retro Sports Network. And you wonder how Hubert Green is leading the Masters? Well, look at the putts. He should be about 75 putts through 27 or through 45 holes. Hubert is at 67. Lorenzo, my wife came in here and did a double take. All she could say was, "That's not Fortnite." McDelivery and discover again. Okay. So we move forward to 15. Middlecoff on the last par 5 will give this a rip. And Robbie, look where that pin is today. That is a sucker pin if there ever was one, because if you leave it short, it's wet. But Firethorn is playing at 463. Anti-vaping and Navy ads. Middlecoff gets it down the hill. And now he's got to figure if he can get control here. He heard the roars for Palmer. And there was a little bit of a murmur when Green's birdie was posted on 9. Boros for the good shot. Julie will play first, and he's going to go for this. The web clearly thinks I'm free spending, charge everything, ever eater of fast food. I could use some McDonald's right now. So that's what you got to do. Boros went with the 4-iron. And now Middlecoff, 215. That's a 6-iron on the number. But you see the hazards. Anything short is wet. Yeah, I don't think I'll do a double Big Mac, but we'll see what the wifey wants to do. It's also grocery delivery day. I thought it was yesterday, and Uncle Ron can't tell his day on the calendar. Anyway, back to the golf. Middlecoff, he's taking a deep breath here with the 6-iron. And I'm assuming that we will see Middlecoff, Palmer, and Green's entire rounds tomorrow at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. That's fine. That's fine. He got it there. 33 feet, and Carey is just breathing a big sign of relief. Boros will get the first crack at this. They're about 2 feet from each other. And Julie just, well, Middlecoff says, I'm not even going. 12 under is fine with me. Leads the lag 2 feet short. 2-putt birdie. So for the moment, it's a 3-way tie, 12 under. Appachatter. Well, so par for Boros. 3 putts are never a good thing. So Hubert Green is on 10. What? Why did we not go to Palmer? Oh, because Palmer is on. We should have played Palmer, who made par. I'll double check that in a second. So Green starts the back 9. With the driver in his hand. Pin is in the front right. Palmer parred 14. I don't know why they didn't last play it. There is a huge shoot on the left side. If you can hit it right, you can get a lot more distance. Before distance was a huge thing, you could really roll the ball on 10. Sneed would love to get down to the bunkers. That's the old shoot. And Sammy Sneed just popped it 353 yards down the fairway. And he's going to be able to spin a wedge to the pin. There's a McDouble to Big Hack Mac, and you can make that a cheap Big Mac. Ah. And so Green from 187. Again. He's between clubs here. Gonna go with the baby 6. Co-leader, but carried Middlecoff at 12 under. Well, a little harder than he wanted to, but he's on the putting surface, and 10 is not a birdie hole. Playing at 4-1-2. Snead, I don't think I've ever seen this. He is actually going to be able to hit a wedge shot into it and spin it in the air. So Sammy Snead's going to birdie 10 to get within 4. Green will lag. But he nearly hit it. So Hubert Green will, ooh, he rolled the bad number, 2-4, but the second roll we didn't see, and it was fine. And Snead birdies 10 to get to 4 back. The demo, we're supposed to be playing everybody within 1. Okay. So there's the situation. Palmer, 1 back. Middlecoff, you'll see in the 16th tee in a minute. And Hubert Green, who's played a good round of golf, but just not good enough. The demo comes with 24 golfers, and the back 9 is Sawgrass. Okay, we're not going to see Middlecoff, I don't think. And Carey parred 16. So Palmer 1 back as he plays the 15th green, or 15th fairway. And Arnold Palmer, oh, he bogeyed 14. We didn't see that. So Palmer, after a bogey on 7, birdied 8, 9, 11, 12, and the eagle on 13. He's 6 under today. He's got 210 to get home. Demerit will play first. And that's what happens when you leave it short. Didn't get enough of that 5-iron. And now Palmer, 210 with a 6. SportsReplays.net. That's where I got all the pictures. So Palmer is just going to hit a hard 6. Don't baby it. Just hit it right. Oh. Oh no. He stands on the top of the hill and swats away a leaf with his club. He hit it just thick. And now he's got 47 yards. He's got to lob it right at the pin. He had such a good round going. Now this would be for birdie if he hold it. He's aiming right at the flag. Arnie can recover. He's got all day tomorrow, but he was really in the process of putting this one, you know, the bull's by the horn here. Well, that's left for par. It's not dead yet, but he's sitting on the top of the hill thinking, I possibly can make 3. And he hit it light enough that if it carried that couple more yards, he might have actually had a chance at a 3. Demerit will putt first. Arnold's got 8 feet for par. This isn't dead. It's coming down the hill. And Arnold just needs to take a deep breath here and knock it in. And that's exactly what he did not do. Ouch is right. And so he's got 6 feet now up the hill for bogey. And as Mr. Mike said a while ago, Augusta giveth, and Augusta taketh away. Well, he's 2 back, and now he's going to have to birdie to get back into our camera range. But Arnold Palmer, yep, momentum of the charge starting to wear off. The good thing for Palmer is it's Saturday, and he's in great shape for tomorrow. The bad news is he was standing with 210 yards on the top of the hill with a chance to potentially eagle and take solo possession of the lead as Hubert Green stands on the 11th tee. But Sammy Snead's going to play first. Oh, just that long? Sammy won a 59. He hit that ball 364 yards. If you remember, if you're a certain age, when John Daly became the in golfer, and it was a golf club ad, and so Sammy Snead is asking him, what's the secret to your success? And Daly didn't say booze, of course, he said cheeseburgers. And so the last little cut shot of the commercial is Snead was sneaking off with a plate of cheeseburgers. Well, I think he had a McDouble on that shot. Green just trying to keep his wits about him. .227. 505 off is what is on the card. And Hubie will play a 4-iron. Again, no one's going for the flag, and you always play away from the pond. And there's the size of that false front. But Green, such a good short game player. He's just going to go. Got a 9-iron in his hand. Yep. And that wind is blowing against his face. It swirls here, and you honestly don't know from the 11th fairway what you have for a shot. Green. I mean, this thing is just one giant slope. He's going to play it 2 yards to the right and hope to get it cozied in. What a roll on that. Got about 10 feet for par. Snead, good lag. And a good par. So Sammy's not out of this at all. You get a couple coming in. And so this is to stay tied with Kerry Middlecoff. On a 1 in 4 chance. And so Kerry Middlecoff stands on the 17th tee as your solo leader. Hubert Green at 11 under, Arnold Palmer at 10 under. Peter Thompson and Sammy Snead are at 8 under. Retief Goosen, Ben Crenshaw at 7 under on the course. And I don't know why we are not seeing the other golfers. Butterfinger. Everybody got Butterfinger ads today. So Kerry Middlecoff birdied 17. And we'll go back and change it to make sure we can see Kerry play 18. Palmer and Green are at 11 under. And somehow Snead did not put that in the water. Festus Gerber watching us hiking around. A bogey on 11. He's not played a bad round. He's only bogeyed 4 holes in the tournament. Hold your breath. Hold your breath. Well, this is uphill. But if he can land it, he can get close. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. And remember, he's got the 2 5s coming up. And he's about 5 feet away. Sneed was lucky that didn't get wet. Remember, this is the same type of shot, not from the same location that Palmer nailed on Thursday. He's got to navigate the steep slope and then get it to run. Like that. So green has 6 feet for par. And to stay 1 under on the round today through 12. He does. And so does Sneed. All right. We'll just take care of that. So we go to 18. Kerry Middlecoff, the solo leader of the Masters. Holly, pin is playing in the back right today. Middlecoff has not bogeyed a hole. He is 8 under par. And if he was to birdie 18, would shoot a 9 under 63, which would be the 18-hole record at Augusta National. He cannot hit this hard enough. The 18th hole, the climb up, you're losing 25 yards combined on both shots, is the equivalent of climbing a 5-story building. And he's got 179 to get home. Now, because I changed this, we will play Boros. They're both next to each other. Middlecoff to play first. 178. Just going to go right at it with an 8-iron. The 64 is nothing to sneeze at. And a 63 is 6 feet away from Middlecoff. How about that? And again, it's not like Green has played a bad round. Kerry Middlecoff has taken the challenge and taken it. A 7-iron for Boros. And a good shot for Julie. He's got 12 feet. He's got 5 feet. And so this is for a record 63 at the Masters. Kerry Middlecoff, an amazing round of golf. He, I believe, is an eye doctor, too. So it's Dr. Kerry Middlecoff. And he sees everything well because his second 9 is in 30. He shoots a 9 under 63 and a second 9 of 30. Birdies at 10, 13, 14, 17, or 15, 17, and 18. And unless Mr. Hubert Green can do some things coming home, Kerry Middlecoff, dentist, yep. Well, eyes, mouth, you don't want me to be your doctor. So Dr. Middlecoff has made a name for himself. A first 9 of 33 and a second 9 of 30. And so on the 17th tee, here's Arnold Palmer, who is now 3 back. And he's in doo-doo. To Merritt with a good shot. Leaves himself 119. He can spin that one in. 181 for Palmer. And Palmer has to punch it out. So he's going to take a swing with a 2-iron and hope he can get to the front of the green. Oh, what a shot! It won't stay. Oh, Arnold Palmer. That's right. Gil Morgan was the optometrist. Yep, you're right. So Palmer can get up and down. Now to Merritt. Spin a wedge in. Now Palmer, ooh, that's a toughie. He's got to navigate around there, land it about 2 yards to the right and let it trickle down. And that's about as good as you can do from there. He's got 5 feet to stand 11 under. And we will be staying with Arnold on 18. But 11 under is pretty good. Now back to 13. Sneed, he can make some hay here. I think he might be able to get it to 10 or 11 under. I don't think Sammy's done yet. Peter Thompson is at 9 under. Yeah, Sammy snuck it around the corner, and he's got 211. Green's going with the driver. And we'll be able to get Holman too. So the last group in good shape. 216, so Green's going to play a 5. And again, don't leave it short. Pin is in the optimum position here at 13. It's to the right, but he's on, and it would be a 2-putt birdie, I would think. Sneed. Knocked down 6. And a good shot for Sammy. They're both about the same place. Sammy's just going to lag it. They're both going to take their 2-putt pars, or 2-putt birdies. He would not have made it, by the way. But he makes that, and he's back to 9 under. 5 behind Middlecoff. Green thought about it for a second and said it's Saturday, not Sunday. And if you're wondering, he wouldn't have made it either. But that's what you got to do. And Green, knockdown means, I'll show you on the next tee. Well, first we're going to play Palmer here at 18. I'll show you the next iron shot. And Palmer rips it 310 up the hill. And Demerit, oh, Jimmy, he just whacked that for 312. All right, so Palmer's got 163. You see where it's highlighted the 9-iron? That's one. You see where it says 165. A knockdown means it's not a full shot. So if I hit the knockdown button, it's 160. So it takes 5 yards off the shot. He's losing 10. So he's going to go with an 8. I'm going to hit a knockdown 8. It should travel about 170. So Palmer is kind of hoping he doesn't overcook this and hit this over the back of the green. He did, but it's not bad at all. He's actually in very good shape. And he should have a putt coming back down the hill to get to 12 under. Now Demerit, 161, playing 171. Gonna go with an 8-iron. And he misses that to the left. That dog will hunt. Yeah, absolutely. So Demerit will putt and lag. And so Jimmy's in with the par. Now Arnold Palmer will putt this from 20 feet. If he makes it, 12 under and 2 back in Middlecoff. A little hard, as Robbie says he needs to relax. I think, yeah, a bit stirred up. 15 will come back to bite him. So 5 feet for a good round. Well, you should never be disappointed with a 66. The first 9 and second 9 are 33, but the 15th hole and Arnold Palmer are not on speaking terms at the moment. Palmer's putter has been the thing. He is 14 points better, 14 putts better than the field. And so the rest of the way we'll focus on Snead and Green, and Snead will take out the driver. 5 back. That's long. Oh my goodness, is that long. Sammy Snead tuck in, some in and out. I think he did a double-double at in and out. My goodness gracious, he slapped that one 316 in the air. Hubert Green couldn't hit that if you spotted him 50 yards. But Green, as we show you the leaderboard, just needs to play within himself. He's 2 under on the day. He's not played a bad round. There's one hole he'd like back, but that's a good shot. 146. So aim it to the right. 9-iron is the right club. Get it close, and know that that 15's a birdie hole, and if you play 17 right, it's a birdie hole. He's right now is still in the last group. Not really where he wanted it, but again, the false front on 14 is the big hazard. Sammy says, what false front? Problem is, Snead is not a good putter. So Green, 2 putts from 31 gets him a par. And again, he would have made that, but still, a good effort. And now Snead to get back into double digits. He does. So Snead, again, driver in hand. Was handed a 3-wood. He said, nope. Nope. Oh, wow. Well, I think Sammy had a couple beverages, because he just nailed that one 360 yards. He is all the way, he's halfway down the hill, and he's got 166 to get home on a par 5. That's playing 526 yards. Green may decide not to go for it. We'll see where he lands. And Green is not going to go for it. Not from 248, and not where that pin is. So Green will lay up with a 6-iron. When Zach Johnson won a few years ago here, he laid up on 15 on Sunday, and that was unheard of. But although he could reach that green, you are playing for a 4 and not a 3. A 4 gets him to 13 under. Over the trees and exactly where he needs to be. Sammy's going. 9-iron in his hand. Well, you want some razzle-dazzle, gang? You got it right now. $15 feet. 15 feet for Snead, and this is to get him to 12 under. Green will have to lob it to avoid the water. He might have hit it a bit too hard. When he choked down a club, he scorched it, didn't he? And that's not what you want with a lob wedge. He's inside where Snead is, but Snead's putting for a 3. And he's got a 1 in 4 chance of doing it. Sammy's feeling his oats right now. And he cooked it 5 feet past. Yeah, I believe the Geritol was spiked. Now Green, about a 1 in 4 chance here. This is to get within 1 of the lead. Oh, it weebled and wobbled but didn't fall in. He bounces the ball off the heel of his putter. Now Snead, not dead, remember. I mean, it's a 5 in 6 chance, but it's not dead. But he makes it, and he's at 11 under. And so Snead, after giving away both of his shots on the front 9, his 4 under on the back 9, on the second 9. And his 3 off the lead. 160. I haven't played 16 today. Didn't let me do that. 9-iron for Sammy. One of the rare pins that you can go for here. And 16 is playing at level par, right at 3. Will that come down the hill? That will come down the hill, and Sammy will take that. Green, same thing, 8-iron. He'd love 1 coming in. He had a 3-shot lead to start the day. He's 2 under on his round and has lost the lead. And he may lose more than that. That was well right. And he's visiting some shrubbery. In fact, I'm not sure what kind of a shot he has. You see the red there before we go to the suggest. He's got tree branches in the way. If he can land it just on the green, he may be able to spin it down. But in the eternal words of Bob Rosberg from the old ABC Sports, he's got no shot. Or does he? Oh my goodness gracious. Hubert Green just turned lemons into lemonade. In fact, I'm surprised that didn't go in. That ball stopped about a revolution and a half in front of the hole. And for the first time, really in about an hour, Hubert Green has got a smile on his face. Sam Snead is just happy to be here. You look at the results, the expected results up in the upper right there, and they're all over the place. Who knows what is there? And it's Augusta. We don't talk about bodily functions at Chatter. So Snead, he doesn't know where this is going. I don't know where it's going. Not a bad putt. You're thinking 3 off the tee. And for Hubert Green, that is an all-world 3. In fact, that might be an all-universe par. He can't tell you just how much trouble that ball was off the tee. He had to get that between branches, land it in the right spot, and hope to land it to, have it stop about 5 feet from the hole. Sammy's taking another swig off his Geritol. This one's going long gone. He's got 125. Green will take the driver. The Eisenhower Pine, by the way, which has caused a lot of people not to take the driver, lost part of it a few years ago, so it really is no longer in play. Green on course 1, he's got 144. So a 9-iron, center of the green is where he's going to aim. Drifts to the right and goes the wrong way down the slope. But 2 putts should be possible from there, or even probable. Now Snead, little wedge in his hand. Land this about a yard to the right, and watch it trickle. Well, it didn't trickle. Got about 15 feet, though. Green will lag. And he lagged it too much. He still got 5 feet. Snead for birdie. About a 1 in 4 chance. But I think whatever's in the Geritol was just a little too fast. He now is 8 feet for par. And the dreaded words, it's still your turn. That's as good of a par as you're going to get. Now Green to stay 2 back. Yeah. And so we've reached the 18th hole. Snead will take the 3-wood. Yeah, you're still away. Whips that 3-wood short of the bunkers. He's got 200. Green will play the driver. Be a tough overnight for him. He played, right now, he's on pace to shoot a 70. And moving day was exactly that. And he may not shoot a 70 depending on where that lie is. He lost that to the right. Now Snead first, 200. Playing 210. He'll play a 6. And will not knock it down. A full 6 for Sam. And he hit it too hard. And the patrons will have to move so he can play his 3rd. Can Green even know? No, Hubert Green cannot reach that. He can fade it. He's got a 6-iron in his hand. Between the rough and the pine straw. If he can just get it He doesn't want to be in the bunker. If he can leave it around the bunker, but not in, I'm not sure he can reach the green. Remember, add 10 to that 192, and it's a 202-yard shot. Well, there just wasn't anything he could do about that. So we'll see what kind of a bunker shot this is for green. It's uphill. He's got a lot of green to work with. And if you're... Yeah, wrong sport. South Carolina. It'd be South Carolina. They're right on the border. Green's kind of mad at himself right now. And if you did a drinking game about how many times I'd say that word a day, your liver will thank you if you don't watch tomorrow. And again, just absolutely magnificent. He is a short game wizard. As I said, 6 times a top 10 finisher here. Between 74 and 80. Sammy's going to pitch it. Need to hit it a little bit harder. He's got 10 feet for par. He's played a very good round of golf. About not quite 50-50 chance here. And he'll finish with the bogey. But within 5, 10 under par. And we go to Hubert Green, who really needs to make this for some confidence tomorrow. This will get him in the last group of the day. And it's in. So Green shoots a 2 under 70, 34 on the first 9 and 36 on the second. Just couldn't get anything going. And Snead a 3 under 69, all that coming in on the backside. And so here's how it went. Kerry Middlecoff, birdies on 2, 3, 8, 10, 13, 14, 15, 17, and 18 to go from 5 under to 14 under. Arnold Palmer at one point had it to 12 under on the 13th green. He finishes at 11 under. Sam Snead a good round today. From 7 under to 10 under. Tiger Woods a good round. Birdies at 2. He doubled 7, by the way. Then got birdies at 8, 11, which is rare. 12, which is rare. Does not birdie the par 5s and birdie 16 and 18. And so who made the biggest move? Kerry Middlecoff. Moved up 7. Green, again, a 70. Nothing to sneeze at, but Middlecoff's record-setting 63 has him 18 holes away from a green jacket. Bob Ferguson, the oldest golfer in the field, moved up 14 spots with a 67. Mike Weir and Payne Stewart shot 67 early, moved up 28 spots apiece. Tiger Woods and Charles Coody, who has a green jacket, both shot 68s today to finish at 5 under par. And Lord Byron Nelson, a 68, moves him up to 4 under. And that got him up 30. Jack did not have a good day. A 1 over 73. And he is tied for 47th. And Gary Player ended up with a 78. My goodness, what happened to him? So they all fell back down. And so the course played relatively easy today. About a full shot under par at 71 to 13. And so there you have it. And so Kerry Middlecoff and Hubert Green, with Arnold Palmer and others lurking, tomorrow at noon on Easter Sunday, someone will get a virtual green jacket. Who's it's going to be? You're going to hear a lot of roars, and just like today, we're going to play everybody within one shot. And so I'm Ron Juckett. Thank you so much for watching. And his money, Lorenzo's money on Arnie. We'll see. Tomorrow at noon Eastern. We'll have it for you then. You have yourself a great day, everybody.